CalABA's Advocacy Award recognizes individuals who displayed extraordinary leadership in advancing our field by improving the lives of others through access to effective treatment. And it's important for us to recognize these individuals because their accomplishments benefit all of us and those not in this room, and they often come at great sacrifice. They also serve as a model for our field, and I think they inspire, I hope they inspire, I believe they inspire us as individuals to do more and become more than what we are. Last year, CalABA voted to give this award to the incomparable Lori Unum, Vice President of Government Relations at Autism Speaks. Lori? In recognition of the thousands and thousands of individuals with autism spectrum disorders and their families whose lives have been improved by her relentless pursuit of opportunities for access to effective treatment for uncapped families. And the board last year also voted to rename the award in honor of Gerald, the founder and visionary for the BACD. I think most of you know that Jerry's life work was in developing and helping realize professional standards and credentials for our science. And he did this always with the motivation of helping those who were in need of effective treatment and applied behavior analytics services because he felt they deserved nothing less. These specific individuals, as well as the many, many others whose names have been mentioned at our conference over the last few days, have placed us in a position where we are enormous beneficiaries of their efforts and enable our field to evolve and us to be able to serve others. Because of their work, their commitment, their service, the prospect for the future for the field and for others looks better. Today we're going to add the name of one more person to this list of our heroes and those whom we are gratefully indebted, and that is Dr. Eric Larsson. Eric received his PhD in 1986 from the University of Kansas, where he studied under the legendary Vance Hall and John Baer. He is currently the executive director of the Lovaas Institute Midwest. In between now and when he received his degree, Eric has done some amazing things. He has consulted to more than 250 programs. He has traveled the globe, not just the country, but the globe, always with a mission of helping others. He has served as the Associate Director for the NIMH Lovaas Replication Site. He has been deeply involved in helping arrange for Medicaid coverage for applied behavior analysis treatment, and he has been a tremendous resource to everyone throughout the field. He represents an unusual amalgamation of skills, from knowledge about regulatory bodies to clinical expertise to the cost savings and economics of effective treatment. But we're here to honor Eric not just because of this amazing skill set, but because of his incredible generosity in sharing his expertise, acquired knowledge of his particular areas of specialty. It's his generosity, his willingness to share, the motivation behind everything that he does is to make lives better for others. It's a very common pattern. We call on Eric, we ask for help, and he always responds. I've never seen him not. He He is the best kind of colleague that any of us could hope for. He's the best kind of advocate for those in need. And CalABA is here to recognize that he is among the best of us. Please help me welcome the 2013 recipient of the Gerald Advocacy Award.
Well, thank you, CalABA. There's so many people in this room that deserve the same kind of honor because so many have done so much for so many others. First, I'd like to thank my staff and colleagues who work so hard to maintain a strong organization that enables me to have the time to help others. But I'm really here today because I know that there are lots of other parents here today. For me, I was lucky that my kids escaped childhood without harm, but for many others among us, that isn't true. We all gave birth to children for whom we had great hopes and dreams that they too would enjoy the experiences we treasured: sports, the prom, academics, college, all of our dreams. But for some of us, our kids began to slowly slip from our fingers. The child who had seemed unharmed at birth became more aloof, became a real challenge to live with, came to be rejected by friends and even relatives. And these parents sought to recover their child's dreams. I know how much this means to them because of my great fortune. When I was an undergraduate psychology major, my mentor, who was a behaviorist, adopted a child not knowing that his child had autism. My mentor was an inspirational guy who was funny in class and clear in his behaviorism, and he shared his everyday life with us to teach us about behavior. But I still remember the day that I watched this spirited, intelligent professor stop in class to wipe away his tears as he described his experiences with his very demanding child. It was my good fortune that he knew way back in the 70s to call Ivar Lovaas and ask him what he should do. And Ivar told him that what he needed to do was round-the-clock therapy, but that there was no way of funding it. So Ivar said, so the thing to do is to start a practicum class where you can offer academic credit to students for working with your child. And so I was lucky to be in that very first class, not just to learn ABA in such a rich setting, but also to learn it from the parents, to learn it through the experience of their daily lives. I knew of their private panic and the pain they had in dealing with the really bad experiences that they had at home and in the community with their child. And that's why I'm here today. My thanks for this award go to Bob and Sue and the many other parents who shared their lives with me and inspired us all to achieve the very most for every child we serve. Thank you.